Hi guys, back with teacher Janice. At the back, you might be curious, what is this guy doing? Well, his name is Joe, and Joe has been working with clay for well over 30 plus years. And you might wonder, what is he doing in the back? Well, he is trying to explain the process step by step of how to do the pottery. Do you have any pottery at home? What kind of pottery do you have? Can you think of one? Who still remember what is prehistoric from the last time we have studied? Prehistoric is the time before people could write and record their history. So whenever people start writing, that's a history. But before that, no, it's a prehistory. People still don't know how to write. That's why we call them prehistory. Well, we were talking about the community deck, and then we catch this big word that is called the archaeology. What is archaeology? One more time. Archaeology is the study of things that people made, used, and left behind. And one more new word that we have learned last time was archaeologist. Archaeologist is a scientist who study archaeology. That's easy, right? Also, let's review some more of the vocabularies from Unit 2 at the Community Dig. I would like you to turn to this page and listen and repeat.
Listening 1.19. Look, listen, and repeat. 1. Cup. 2. Saucer. 3. Plate. 4. Mug. 5. Vase. 6. Bowl. 7. Fork. 8. Spoon. 9. Bottle. 10. Jug. 11. Glass. 12. Knife.
Well, we're still here with Joe, and Joe is still showing us how to do the pottery. Well, do you know what is pottery? Some of you might be curious, so I go and find out the answer for you. Pottery is the art of making containers, sculptures, and other objects of clay. The clay is shaped and then fired or baked at a high temperature to harden it. Harden it means make it hard. So here it is. That's the example of the pottery that you and every household has it. In your kitchen, on your table, these are made of clay and it's called pottery. The next one that I found it interesting in this unit is glass. Yes, that's transparent thing that you have seen it every day. You've seen it on the window. You use it to drink your water. Well, did you know that glass is made from a liquid sand? Yes, the sand that you build the sand castle whenever you go to the beach. Yes, it's that sand. You can make glass by heating ordinary sand until it melts and turns into a liquid. Here we go. I'm about to call Doug. He is a science teacher from San Francisco, California, and I'm going to ask him to explain to you how the sand is made.
Hi, it's Doug. I recently came across this unbelievable video. It was taken at a hotel in Texas, where on the roof of the hotel, they have this pool that hangs off the edge. and it has a glass bottom. Look at this. Would you go in there? Would you trust this glass? Someone named Benjamin has a question about glass. Let's give him a call now.
Hi, Doug.
Hi, Benjamin.
I have a question for you. How is glass made?
That's a great question. It's funny, right? Think about just how many objects around you are made of glass. Without glass, we'd have no windows, no windshields for our cars, no drinking glasses or eyeglasses, no skyscrapers or smartphones. And yet, it's really not obvious at all where glass comes from. Like if you're sitting there and you have a table or a desk in front of you like this, that's wood. I'm guessing you know that wood comes from a tree. Or this statue here is carved from stone. You know where that comes from. But glass? Glass is a material that has to be made. How do they make it? Where does it come from? Before I say anything more, now would be a good time to pause the video and discuss. Okay, you ready? Well, believe it or not, glass is made by taking a bunch of sand and getting it so hot that it melts. It's one of the most amazing things to watch how it's made, because in order to melt sand, you have to use a special type of oven that can get super hot. It's called a furnace or a kiln. Here you can see someone loading some sand into the furnace. Once it gets hot enough, it will melt or become liquid. And when you get something this hot, you can see it glows, just like lava. This isn't lava though, it's molten sand. And as it cools, it will start to look more familiar to you. It becomes solid glass. To make a flat sheet of glass, like you'd use for a window, they melt sand until it's molten. Then they pour it out and roll it into a flat shape like this, and carefully allow it to cool. More fancy objects like a glass vase are even more fun to watch. This involves a special skill called glass blowing. You can see here, it starts with this person taking a big glob of molten sand and getting it on the end of a hollow pipe. Then she blows air into the pipe. You can actually blow a bubble into it, which might end up being the open part of the vase. The molten glass has a similar thickness as honey. They carefully shape it the way they want it and keep turning it and turning it. As it cools, it becomes solid. Artists can make amazing sculptures with glass. Believe it or not, this artist is making a glass swan. So that's how glass is made. But it's kind of weird, isn't it? I mean, how did people ever discover that if you melt sand, it makes glass? We've been making glass for a long time. So long ago now that no one knows for sure who was the first person to discover that if you melt sand, it makes glass. But some of the earliest objects made of glass come from ancient Egypt, a place covered in desert sand. Could it be that someone long ago had a campfire and noticed that the heat of their fire melted the sand beneath it? No one knows for sure, but it's possible. That's all for this week's question. Thanks, Benjamin, for asking it.
Thank you, Benjamin. Bye-bye. See you next time. Well, let's take out the activity book and turn to page 12. Page 12. As usual, number the picture, read the vocabulary, and then match it with the picture. Those who are at home, you can pause it now and then start doing it. And the activity 2 of this page, write the words. Okay, these things are usually made of metal. These things are usually made of glass, and these things are usually made of pottery. So just try to think of what are they made of, and then write down the vocabulary from activity 1 put it into category metal, glass, or pottery. Are you ready for lesson 2? Well, lesson 2 also in the activity book here, the activities book, and And on the well, let me tell you the page. It's on page 13. Page 13. On the top of the page, for this lesson, we are going to describing objects, and we're going to ask these questions about object. For example, what's it like? How old is it? Where's it from? What's it made of? You can say, what's it like? It's round and ugly, it's pretty, it's small. Okay, how old is it? It's 50 years old. Okay, where's it from? It's from China. What's it made of? It's made of pottery. That's an example. So here is the listening. You have 4 pictures. Have you seen 4 pictures? And they are like, you have to listen and write the number. Look at picture C. Number 1 is already there. So number 1 is an example. Let's listen.
Listening 1.20. Listen and number.
Are you ready? Ask me some questions and try to guess the object.
Number 1.
What's it like?
It's big and round.
What's it made of?
Wood.
Where's it from?
It's from India.
I know.
Number 2.
OK. Ask again.
How old is it?
It's 150 years old.
What's it like?
It's small and it's pretty.
What's it made of?
It's made of metal.
I know.
Number 3.
OK. Your turn to answer the questions now.
OK, I'm ready. What's it like? I think it's ugly. Oh, how old is it? It's 60 years old. What's it made of? It's made of pottery. Oh, I know.
Number 4.
Your turn now. Are you ready?
Yes. What's it made of? It's made of glass. What's it like? It's green. Where's it from? It's from England. Oh, I know.
How was it? Can you do it? Well, let's listen to it one more time and then we can do it together.
Listening 1.20. Listen and number.
Are you ready? Ask me some questions and try to guess the object.
Number 1.
What's it like?
It's big and round.
What's it made of?
Wood.
Where's it from?
It's from India.
I know.
Number 2.
OK. Ask again.
How old is it?
It's 150 years old.
What's it like?
It's small and it's pretty.
What's it made of?
It's made of metal.
I know.
Number 3.
OK. Your turn to answer the questions now.
OK, I'm ready. What's it like? I think it's ugly. Oh, how old is it? It's 60 years old. What's it made of? It's made of pottery. Oh, I know.
Number 4.
Your turn now. Are you ready?
Yes. What's it made of? It's made of glass. What's it like? It's green. Where's it from? It's from England. Oh, I know.
Now let's move down to the activity 2. It says complete the notes about the objects in activity 1. You see the word in the box over here, and you have to fill out the form. For example, the bottle, how old is it? It's 150 years. So these are the words that you need to give out the answers. Well, sorry, let's go back. I will give out the answers at the end of this video, so don't worry. Just do it now and then you can check the answers later. This one, I'd like you to listen and repeat.
Listening 1.21. Listen and repeat.
Where's it from?
What's it made of?
What's it like?
How old is it?
Alright, hope you're speaking loud and clear. The last one, number 4. Look at this picture. What is it? It's look like a bowl, look like an ancient bowl. These things are questions. I already write down all these questions, and so you just choose the questions to match the answers. For example, number 1, the answer was it's blue and white. I think it's pretty. So the questions should be what's it like? You have 3 more questions to match the answer. Let's do it. Alright guys, Joe is still here doing his pottery thing. I better go and tell him to take a break, drink some water. Oh gosh, he's such a hard worker. Well, the answer will be after this video, so please do it yourself first before you checking the answers. Alright, until next time, bye.